Good morning. Buenos dias. So I will be talking about multicultural and multilingual communities and how can the library serve these community members. Everybody can hear me? Yeah. Okay. So my name is Jolie Avella. Right now I'm one of the collection development librarians. I started as the public engagement librarian. So it's kind of shifted, but it's all related as you would see. This is more of a strategies, kind of pre-thinking, how do we help these communities? So it's going to be a lot of background information. We'll get into maybe you can help me with some of the ideas, how we can serve them. And at the end, I will show you some flyers of what we've done at the Newburgh Free Library, different programs, services, just to get some ideas rolling in your head there. And hopefully, it could be a part two, another presentation with maybe of some of the results that we have had, because we have a lot of ideas that we want to try. We have new staff members. There's been a lot of it moving, literally, collections have been moved. So a part two, hopefully, but this is kind of some suggestions, guidelines, not just nationwide, but international, some ideas. So this is just a welcome. Bienvenidos. French 4 years out the window, so I don't remember. Oh, bien. So this is our agenda for today. Multiculturalism, multilingual, the roles of the library and diverse communities, how to adapt programs, services, and collections, creating a welcoming space. We'll talk about staff, how all that is related, and hopefully at the end, some Q&A. Oh, cautionary tale. So I do have resources. So when you're creating any documents, make sure auto save is on. It's saving, particularly for Microsoft. I know like Google Docs, which now again, lessons learned. It's a saved content, continuously it's being saved. But Microsoft, sometimes you have to go into options and change how saving is. It saving every half hour? You don't want that. You want like every 5 minutes in case things happen. And another cautionary tale, history, browsing history. And yeah, it depends on where you are. So if you don't have that set, if you close your tabs, your history browsing is like, if it's not set up, it's clear. So if you want to go back and say, oh, what was that website? It's gone. So cautionary tales. Wrong button there. We're going to start off with kind of a quiz. I know, before your first cup of coffee. But a quiz. Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Is that a Latin American celebration? So thoughts. Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is that a Latin American celebration? Any thoughts on, hello Zoom. Zoom, everybody here, what do we think?
It's a Mexican celebration.
Oh, any other thoughts? Yeah, you need a cup of coffee. So yes or no? Oh, somebody answered it. Somebody say something. Oh, no, okay. So, yes or no? So the other one's Martin Day of the Dead. I think most people are aware and have seen the Mexican tradition. And it's mostly Mexican, the way most people have seen it. You've seen Coco, great film, with the sugar skulls, the celebrations, the different kind of flowers, and they bring food to the altars. So mostly there's other Central American countries that also celebrate it similarly. A few in South American, some communities. There's Day of the Kites in Guatemala, so they celebrate Day of the Dead. So yes, other countries do celebrate Day of the Dead. Colombia, I'm from Colombia. November 1st, we're following more of the Roman Catholic tradition.
I'm gonna
Yes.
just break down and give you a wireless mic.
Oh, yes.
Because.
Oh, it's my breaking in and out.
But, sorry. Okay. That should let people at home hear you. It's fine.
So in Colombia, November 1st, All Saints Day. November 2nd, Dia de los Difuntos, which is Day of the Dead, loosely translated. It's more, and a lot of the Latin American countries and European countries are following the Roman Catholic Church, a Day of the Dead. So this is very solemn. You go to mass. Smaller towns, the whole church might go to, if they have one cemetery. I'm talking smaller towns. One cemetery, you go, you visit your relatives. There's another mass there. It's more solemn. If here, we can't visit our relatives that are in our countries, passed away in the cemeteries. We have, again, it's kind of the similar idea. We have like an altar with with the pictures of the family. There's candles, prayers. So it's a more solemn holiday. So Day of the Dead, a lot of libraries celebrate it, and they're thinking, oh, Latin America, it's a Latin American celebration. The whole community is going to enjoy it, and it's great to know about different activities that different countries do, different cultures. Just for some, it's I would say they're looking at it. It's not a celebration. They honor it a different way. So just to be aware that maybe some of the Latin American community might not come, might see it a little different. So that was kind of yes and no. The following are all Asian countries: India, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Japan, Albania, and Thailand. Do high school social studies. Oh, social studies in my time. I think now it's global studies in some schools. Yeah. And yes,
Everything except Albania.
yes,
And I didn't know that Saudi Arabia was considered Asian.
yes. Geographically speaking, all Asian except Albania. Where is Albania? Part of Europe. Yeah. Yes. My thought of this question was when we talk about I love Asian food, Asian music, Asian, but you see, Asian, even languages, religious, foods, music, it's very different. So when we put in groups, these large groups, just be aware there's so many subcultures in there, communities. Name the 6 official languages of the Caribbean. Well, one. French, yes. Spanish? Yes. Somebody said Haitian Creole? Yes. English? Oh. Dutch? Yes. Okay, so English, Spanish, French, Dutch, Haitian Creole. That's what I didn't know, but I found it. Papiamento. So it's a Portuguese and Spanish-based language, a Creole language. It's the official language Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. So 6 official languages, official. But of course, there are many dialects. There are different Creoles. There's a Haitian Creole, but there's many more. There's Patois. So there's very different dialects as well. So multicultural. So culture. From Oxford reference, the way of life of people, including the attitudes, values, beliefs, arts, sciences, modes of perception, and habits of thought and activity. So that you can imagine, culture could be so many different areas of life. And I think, if not all of us, I think we all belong to different cultures. If you look at just this definition. So multicultural, I think when we think of groups, they're always interactions, interconnections. So multiculturalism, the coexistence of diverse cultures. And a culture includes racial, religious, or cultural groups, and is manifest in customary behaviors, cultural assumptions, values, patterns of thinking, and communicative styles. And then sociology describes the manner in which a given society deals with cultural diversity. The assumption that members of often very different cultures can coexist peacefully. Multiculturalism expresses the view that society is enriched by preserving, respecting, and even encouraging cultural diversity. So we jump into multilingual. So how many people here can speak 2 languages? Three? Okay, I got a few. 4? Oh, we got one person. 5? So according to most recent estimates, around the world, 43% of the world's population can speak 2 languages, while another 17% can speak 3 or more. So this is around the world. So monolingual can speak 1 language, speak, read, and write. So you see, now monolingual has become the minority. So most people are speaking 2 languages, and then there's other ones that are speaking 3 or more. And English is the most common second language in the world. So around the world, we can find 66% of the English speakers. So people around the world are picking up English as their second language. And then when people from other countries come in here, that becomes their second language as well. So type of multilingualism. 2 languages, bilingualism. 3 languages is trilingualism. Multi, some of you raise your hand, was multilingualism. And polyglot, which I read it, I was like, what? Polyglot is someone who learns many languages for fun. We all have fun in our ways. So polyglot. And I know a few people. Polyglots, yes. A lot of serving the communities, and the previous presentation as well, is knowing your community. Who is in your particular community? Who are we serving? What's percentage of Spanish speakers, Haitian Creole speakers? Who is in your community? So this was based, I went into the census, this was based on the last one. They do American community surveys. Took me a while to get this, but it's Newburgh. So Newburgh City, I put the zip code, which again, to me, questions like exactly the area, but so I wanted to know at the moment, or not the most, when they did this survey, what was the percentage? So they said, okay, a population of 27,138. Speak only English is 58.8, and speak a language other than English is 41.2. So that's nearing the half, right? It's getting close to the half. And then it went on to how well the English, and then it breaks it down to the other languages. So when we're creating, thinking about our flyers, our signage, our what programs we can do, like what languages? What language should we focus? Can we do all the languages? Or is there a priority of which language? In our community is Spanish. You can see Spanish is 38.7% of people that speak other languages. And again, each of your communities might vary. You might have different percentages. My other project later on would be maybe which countries. They tell me languages, maybe which countries, narrows it down, figure out there's celebrations, there's Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. But that, again, a lot of countries there, but which countries maybe I can focus on. We have Mexico, we do have Central American, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua. We've recently, just recently as past year or two, Peru, Venezuela, we've gotten more people, Ecuador, and Newburgh. Again, it might vary. And then, maybe like a month, there's been, which we love it, a flow in our library of people from Haiti, and they speak Haitian Creole. So they've come to the library, and they're like, how do we get a library card? Some of them speak Spanish, so some of us can help them. And then some of them do bring their relatives, friends to speak English. So they want to get library cards. They want to look up this. They want to learn English. So where's your ESL books? So it's helpful to know who's in your community, and then you can gear your resources, services. So I did ask the Newburgh Enlarged City School District which languages were mostly represented in our students. Oops, sorry. So those were the 5. Spanish, first Arabic, Haitian Creole, Chinese, and French. So once again, we look at this, we thought, our collection. How do we represent our collection more with these languages? So I've been looking into getting for adults and multi-languages books in process. Spanish, I've been doing Spanish. Spanish is the most popular. A lot of publishers and more are doing Spanish books, audiobooks, e-content, Overdrive, Hoopla, Spanish. And they're actually taking Spanish novels now and translating it into English. So that's becoming as popular as well. So I was looking at Arabic and Haitian Creole and Chinese. We do have a smaller collection of French books, which in July I will start ordering those. So I was looking at those 3, like where to find publishers to get those books for adults. I found a few, but I wanted one that had not just a couple of books, but like a larger collection. What I found out is a lot of the publishers do have children books in a lot of different languages. I could find a lot. Adults, I'm still searching, but it seems like a smaller amount to get. Not translated, books in Arabic, books in Haitian Creole. Haitian Creole is giving me a little trouble, but still looking, not giving up. Chinese. In Chinese, there's 2, traditional and simplified. So finding those, and also finding ways. I don't speak Arabic. I'm not familiar with a lot of the books. So finding reviews, who's bought these books, what are other people saying. I I don't want to buy books. I feel like I'm going to offend somebody. So I just want the resource, the reviews. So that's taking up time too. Not just purchasing them, but finding out reliable reviews on the books. So first, just a kind of general roles of the library in the society. So who can think of a role? What do we think? Libraries in general. What roles do we play in society?
Community hub.
Community hub.
Providing books.
Providing books. Entertainment, like I am right now. Entertainment.
Free access to Wi-Fi.
Yes, free access to Wi-Fi and the internet.
A place to hang out where you don't have to spend money.
A place to hang out where you don't have to spend money. Education.
Using librarians and sort of like helping fill out a form or understanding, navigating an area directional.
So using the librarians for information and navigating. Yes. Okay, so here's some, and again, this could go on forever. Provide an open and equitable access to information and knowledge. Supporting lifelong learning. Safeguarding local heritage, literature, and art. Building up a collection and providing books and other non-book materials to the people who need them. Developing and promoting the spread of knowledge, education, and culture. Providing facility for both formal and informal lifelong self-education in the community. Supporting the literacy of the homeless. Providing valuable meeting spaces. Supporting personal productivity and cultural engagement. Again, some I just look at providing literacy of the homeless. There's so much more involved in that. So yes, people come in to our libraries. They don't have to spend money, but it's a place. It's like a safe area, safe place to come, just to relax. We have a wonderful view of the river. So, and we have a room called the Riverview Room. I've seen people come and just looking out, just relaxing. They have their laptops and they're doing work maybe and looking at the river. People come to use the internet. And again, you like playing solitaire. I don't know what's game out there. Minecraft, is that still? Games, you're catching up on your favorite celebrity, you know, what's happening with Beyonce. You want information on how to apply for heat. Oh my gosh, it's 5 minutes. Okay. Kibo toilet lay. Sorry for the Kibo toilet lay. What would you do? What would you suggest people to do? Somebody came up to you and said that. Besides looking around for help. No, you can ask for help. What would you do? Yes. Okay, she pulls out her phone. Yes. You can Google Translate. Maybe ask a coworker. Did you catch that?
There's like signage, point to maybe a bathroom or.
Yes, signage, which is great. Yes. So signage, and again, it comes into we put in all languages, the major languages. But yes, if there's a signage and maybe there's a picture of the bathroom, or the universal picture of the bathroom, or copier. This is where's the bathroom in Haitian Creole. Um, toilet, toilet. So people come up, resources, Google Translate. I know people have different views of Google Translate. I know Spanish, so Google Translate, some of them I look and I'm like, ooh, not exactly, but. And each country might have different vocabulary for different words. I know Spanish, but again, Haitian Creole, I can Google Translate. And I'm hoping this is where's the bathroom. We were using it for a little while, an iPad, where the plan was people to speak into the iPad and it would translate the language. It was just where to put it. It's very public, so it's like everybody's listening, watching, and library is supposed to be privacy. So everybody was kind of listening to the people and putting the people in the spotlight, which not all of us enjoy that. So there's different tools, signage. I was talking with my coworker. We did make it, and we're gonna do it on practice, a Spanish chart with like pointing. They come and hopefully we have the most popular questions, copier, printer, bathroom, and kind of pointing with the words. So time is running out. IFLA and UNESCO, they have a multicultural library guidelines. This is their guidelines of how the multicultural library should work. I'm gonna go here. Employ staff to reflect the diversity of the community who are trained with and serve diverse communities. So your staff. People just kind of, they see familiar, it seems like a familiar face. Oh. So it was like a gong. They hear Spanish and they come to the ones, they hear Spanish, they come, they ask, perdón, señora, they have the question. But if, a friendly smile, good morning. Yes, that connection with the language is just automatic. But yes, there's people who are gonna speak the English they know. And yes, people do it. So to have that patience, know how to work with them, just get that diversity in the staff and all different levels of the library of your institution, from the administrative assistant, maintenance, library director, it's all ranges to see different people. And also then it comes up with different ideas for the program, services, and collection. Oh, time flew by. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'll make this available. I did a survey. It was in Spanish. 40 people responded, asking them questions from the community. So it's a lot about assessing your community. What type of fiction do you prefer? If you now want to use library materials, what kind of materials? So again, getting an idea of what we need, what we should have, what the people want, what programs. We're always like, we think we know. We need to do this program. But they come back with different ideas. I need to know how to get a license. I don't have citizenship. What do I do? How do I get housing? There's a lot of immigration questions, legal questions, food. Yesterday, let me just tell you, I went to this wonderful webinar, Ryan Dowd, migrants. So he talked a lot about this, and it was a special guest, and she works with refugees about assessing your community, getting to know them. And time is up. This will be available. Please email me. I have a list of resources. Again, part 2 and 3, I guess. But thank you.